Sophie Cunningham's direct response to Caitlin Clark's letter sent by Republican lawmakers Sophie Cunningham spoke to Mirror U.S. Sports on Wednesday night and had choice words regarding the letter the WNBA received from Republicans regarding Caitlin Clark's alleged treatment. Los Angeles. Sports are physical, regardless of the discipline, though the level of physicality and officiating in the WNBA has been inconsistent, to say the least. In late June, the Phoenix Mercury's Alyssa Thomas's fist landed on Indiana Fever superstar Caitlin Clark's throat during a play, leading a massive outcry from fans, pundits, former players, and coaches. Though Thomas was suspended for her part, many believe that the league's players have it out for Clark and are actively looking to harm her. As a result, the Republican Study Committee, RSC, sent WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert a letter threatening the league with federal probe into how Clark is being treated by her peers, seemingly without any repercussions as the league's officials stand by and watch. It comes after Gino Arima offered a definitive verdict on Clark's treatment in the WNBA. Speaking exclusively to Mirror U.S. Sports before the Fever's 106-92 loss to the Los Angeles Sparks, the 29-year-old said she and the team did not take too much stock in the RSC's letter to the WNBA, opting to reserve their energies toward one another as they attempt to focus on the season. "We really try to just focus on what's in the locker room," Cunningham said of the response pregame. We take care of each other, and we're going to let the outside world and the media do their thing, but for us, it's just getting better every single day. We don't need to rely on other people helping us out. We don't need to rely on the refs. I think we have enough talent to just go out there and do what we do, and so that's what we're focused on. Cunningham's comments were just the latest in the Fever's attempt to distance themselves from the RSC's letter. Earlier in the day, the Fever released a statement clarifying that the organization had no part in the note's conception and explained that Indiana had no knowledge of the letter before it was sent to Engelbert. "Our organization nor Caitlin have had any interaction with anyone in this congressional group, and we were unaware of their letter," the Fever statement began on Wednesday, according to the Indy Star's Chloe Peterson. "We have been clear in our public comments and in our ongoing dialogue with the league about the priority of player safety. Our players and our fans know where we stand on those issues, and we will continue to stick up for our team and a standard of excellence across the league." The 29-year-old and the organization's comments come after RSC Chairman August Pfluger, along with a number of Republican congresspeople, penned a letter to Engelbert asking for greater accountability in the wake of what the RSC deemed as repeated acts of physical violence toward Clark throughout her career, though the incident with Thomas was the straw that broke the camel's back. "Caitlin Clark is transforming women's sports," Pfluger's statement began. "She has inspired a new generation of young girls to participate in athletics and has become one of the most influential figures in the history of women's basketball. She is also the face of your league. Clark has been hip-checked, poked in the eye, and struck in the throat during games. These incidents go far beyond routine physical play. Yet the WNBA and its officiating have too often failed to address these unacceptable incidents and hold players accountable. If discrimination or retaliation is occurring and creating a hostile work environment, we support any appropriate investigation by the Department of Justice, the Department of Labor, or the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission." Indiana Representatives Aaron Houchin, Marlon Stutzman, Victoria Spartz, Sherry Biggs of South Carolina, Iowa's Zach Nunn, Mark Alford of Missouri, Texas Pete Sessions, and Tennessee's Diana Harshbarger, Tim Burchett, and John Rose all co-signed the letter, with the general theme of their statements centering around Clark's impact in elevating the WNBA and the league's players having it out for the Fever superstar. If it were not for Caitlin Clark, the WNBA would still be irrelevant and possibly even defunct, Stutzman's statement read in part. Harshbarger added, "Caitlin Clark has done more to grow women's basketball than perhaps any athlete in the sport's history, inspiring young girls across East Tennessee and the country to pick up a basketball and dream big." Alford, the RSC's messaging task force chair, said, "Caitlin Clark has transformed women's basketball and inspired a new generation," while getting hammered for it with no accountability. "That's not competition. That's failure. Protect your players, enforce your rules, or don't be surprised when it raises serious federal civil rights questions." Despite how some Republican congresspeople view the actions toward Clark, it appears that the players and the organization are dismissing the additional noise, at least outwardly. As for the superstar in question, the 24-year-old had a pointed message for those on social media who believe what they see from her, and the league as a whole is representative of what it actually is like to be in the league. Yeah, I think like what really gets lost in our world, and obviously this is regarding me, but I think regarding a lot of things, is you go on social media and whatever, and then everybody thinks that's reality, and it's not, Clark told reporters Wednesday night. It's sad that people live behind their phones and live behind their laptops. And don't get me wrong, that's just part of our world and is what it is, but it's also not a good perception of what reality is. Maybe it partly is, but it's not always the 100% truth. And I think a lot of people can get so down a rabbit hole of thinking that is the truth, that it's toxic and it's damaging and it's a little concerning.